I want to play you a clip of Aaron Rodgers talking about his relationship with Mike Tomlin now that he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. Let's play shot number 2, Aaron Rodgers singing the praises of Mike Tomlin.
I mean, that was part of it, yeah. I mean, I liked Arthur. Obviously, I've known Tom forever. A big attraction was Mike Tomlin. I've gone against him over the years. The way that the conversations went between him and I, between whatever it was in March or April, and the last Sunday when I called him, was some of the coolest conversations I've had in the game. Definitely with the head coach. So he's a big reason I'm here. I believe in him and excited to play for him.
What about him makes you feel that way? Why do you say things in public? What has he kind of showed you or rubbed off on you?
Well, I mean, we've had some great conversations, and I just appreciated the way that he treated me throughout the process.
Throughout the process is the key word there, Steve. With Rodgers announcing that he's married, it now makes sense that he told the Steelers, hey, we're going to do this. I'm going to sign, but I'm getting married. There's things I want to do with my new wife and all this. And so the people that were saying that, hey, on June 10th, he's going to show up, everybody kind of had an understanding. And now that I know Aaron Rodgers got married in the last couple of months, to me, it all makes sense. And Aaron Rodgers' actions this offseason all make sense. Your thoughts?
Yeah, first of all, right after I get off this segment, I'm going right to Danica Patrick's social media. Hell hath no fury, as I got to see what she has to say about this. I think this is a great sign for any Steeler fan that wants this to work. I've gotten the sense that the last couple of coaches that Rodgers has had, he's probably gotten along with them, probably liked them. I don't know if the full respect was there for Saleh and the Frenchman Lafleur. Tomlin comes with Super Bowl rings and a track record. Now, the last decade has not been great in the postseason, but I've never really heard him be that effusive in terms of saying, hey, I like this guy. I can hitch my wagon to this coach. I want to make this work. And it's only going to work if Rodgers is all in. I really hope, and I'm going to repeat myself, that he takes it upon himself to be first in, last out every single day, because that is the role, that is the responsibility of a franchise quarterback. But this is why any talk of the Steelers rebuilding, it's not going to happen. If they're going to rebuild, they're going to rebuild with the new coach. They're going to have to completely start over. And again, I think this is a very, very hopeful sign for Steeler Nation.
Yeah, I like the signing, and I'm certainly going to be rooting for Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin. But it does, Rodgers is so polarizing in the media, it presents kind of an interesting dichotomy for the media. They love to simp for Mike Tomlin, and they love to hate Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin having a lot of success could be kind of a mixed bag for the media. Do you think the media, I mean, seriously, because they love Mike Tomlin. He's the greatest coach in the history of the NFL that's ever won one Super Bowl and appeared in another. What do you think the NFL woke media, what's going to be the play here for them to stay in the good graces of social media, root for Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, or root against them because they want to see Aaron Rodgers fail?
Well, first of all, I think Joey Taylor is going to be must-see TV every Monday during the NFL season. See what those cans are thinking. Anyway, well, you make a great point about that. I hadn't thought about the whole ebony ivory aspect of this whole conflicted nature of the media, especially the mainstream media, who love to push narratives and agendas. On one hand, Steelers' success means you've got to praise Mike Tomlin, but that also means a taciturn endorsement of Aaron Rodgers. This is a tough one. I actually think if Rodgers plays, let's say at 85 to 90% of his past level, let's say 4,000 plus yards, 35 or so touchdowns, less than 10 interceptions, throws for about 65 to 70%. I don't see how else the media can couch this. The performance has to speak for itself. Jason, if you look at the numbers cosmetically, just on the surface of Rodgers, he was not that bad last year, Jason. But if you watch the games, here's what you notice. He misses throws that in the past he would hit blindfolded, and he does not have the spring in his legs, which was to be expected coming off that injury. But so the question is, does the love of the black coach trump the derision of the renegade white quarterback? Boy, that's a tough, Jason. That's a tough one. That I can't give you a clear answer on that as of right now.
I think it's going to work, and I'm going to be rooting for it intensely. I think this could be a great win for Aaron Rodgers at the end of his career. The 2 years in New York did not go well. The first year, there was a lot of anticipation. Steve, I wish I had prepared you for this question, but I know you can handle it. But I would say right now, today, a married Aaron Rodgers, married and attached to Mike Tomlin. I think this is the most fascinating story of the 2025 NFL season, the marriage of Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers and what they have. Is there another story in the NFL that rivals that in terms of anticipation?
Jason, it's clear the first month to a month and a half, until the Steelers fall off a cliff and they fall out of playoff contention, they are alongside, again, Shedeur Sanders and his status as the most highly coveted, overblown, third-string quarterback in National Football League history. Those are two stories. And, Jason, anytime the Steelers are on, I'll be watching. I am fascinated. Now, going back to your question, how will the media treat this? Okay, we're going to call this the reverse Ken Reeves effect. You remember Coach Ken Reeves blew out his knee as a Chicago Bull. His old roommate from Boston College said, hey, Ken, you're washed up. You need to come to Carver High and be the white knight for all these young, incorrigible black youth. So what happens? Great show, only lasted 3 seasons, but still, memorable television, right? If Aaron Rodgers plays well, and as long as he keeps praising Mike Tomlin and said, hey, Tomlin did this, I wouldn't be here without Tom. In fact, without Tomlin, I'm probably retired. So as long as he gives the black head coach as the white quarterback enough credit, everybody's going to love it because now he becomes the black shadow. So basically, Mike Tomlin is the reverse of Ken Reeves at Carver High.
I was thinking you were going with a new nickname that Aaron Rodgers now would be called the White Shadow.
He's the black shadow, kind of coach. Yeah,
but seriously, I was sitting here trying to think in real time, like, what other storyline is there? And it's Shedeur Sanders.
It is Shedeur, at least in August.
That's the other story.
In August, preseason,
yeah.
Yes.
I would say maybe even September if somehow he plays, but who knows?
Yeah, and then of course, I'm going to add this. By November, the story is going to be the greatness of Cam Ward winning Rookie of the Year and a future MVP. So let's just get that right out of the way right now. Just got to get that in there.
The fact, though, that the 5th-round quarterback is the other story in the NFL, it's almost thank God for this Aaron Rodgers-Mike Tomlin marriage. If it didn't happen, we would just have Shedeur shoved down our throats. Look at him hold the clipboard. That's the best the clipboard's ever been held by a 5th-round quarterback whose dad is Deion Sanders. I can't think of another storyline that we're anticipating coming into this season. Is there Lamar Jackson? Will he finally win a Super Bowl?
All right, here's a couple of
Trey
stories.
Hendrickson and the holdout with the Bengals, or I don't know.
Jason, here's one. And no one's, again, I'm just kind of top of my head. Jaden Daniels, 2nd year in Washington. Do they make that leap, or does he have a bit of a slump like C.J. Stroud? Caleb Williams with the new coach, Ben Johnson. Can he play within structure and on time? Because there's some real pressure there, right? But that's about it. I mean, honestly, the Cowboys will always be cannon fodder for sports talk Moguls and all these other shows. But if you really think about it, as I go through my YouTube and I'm doing some research here and there, it never fails, Jason. Every single day, there's a new think piece and a discussion on OTAs with Shedeur Sanders. He went 17 for 21 against air. What does that really mean? Probably means against air he's really good like every other quarterback right now in OTAs. That's what it means, but it's a discussion.
If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.